Have you ever looked up at the night sky and wondered what you're really seeing? Every single one of those twinkling lights is a sun, just like ours. They look like tiny little dots, right? But in reality, many of them are hundreds, even thousands of times larger than our own sun. It's a bit mind-boggling, but our sun is actually on the smaller side compared to most stars out there. So where do these cosmic giants come from? They're born inside massive, beautiful clouds of dust and gas called nebulas. If you've ever seen pictures from the Hubble telescope, you'll know what I'm talking about, those incredible swirling clouds glowing in soft shades of pink, blue, and violet. It's inside these stellar nurseries that gravity pulls matter together, and eventually a new star ignites, beginning to shine. And once they start, they can keep going for millions or even billions of years. You know how stars seem to twinkle? It's not the star itself doing that. The twinkling effect is caused by their light passing through Earth's turbulent atmosphere. It's like looking at a coin at the bottom of a swimming pool. The water bends the light, making it shimmer. The light from some of these stars has traveled for an incredibly long time to reach us. Some are so far away that their light takes millions of years to cross the vastness of space. This leads to one of the most amazing facts about stargazing. When you look at a distant star, you're actually looking into the past. You're seeing the star not as it is today, but as it was when that light first began its journey. The closest star to us, besides our sun, is Proxima Centauri, and it's still over 4 light years away. That means if you were to travel at the speed of light, it would take you more than 4 years to get there. Stars also come in a variety of colors, which tell us about their temperature. You can see red, orange, yellow, white, and even blue stars. The blue ones are the hottest, burning at scorching temperatures, while the red stars are the coolest. And speaking of extremes, stars can be incredibly dense. After a star dies, its leftover material can be so compressed that a single teaspoon of it could weigh billions of tons here on Earth. Imagine trying to lift that. Their rotation speeds are just as varied. Some stars spin incredibly fast, faster than a kitchen blender, completing a rotation in less than a day. Others are much more leisurely, taking months to spin just once. But what happens when a star's life finally comes to an end? It depends on its size. Some smaller stars will gently fade away, collapsing into a small, dense core called a white dwarf. But massive stars go out with a bang. They explode in a spectacular event called a supernova. For a short period, a single supernova can outshine an entire galaxy of billions of stars. These explosions are not just beautiful cosmic fireworks. They're essential for life as we know it. The powerful blast forges and scatters heavy elements across the universe. Think about this for a moment. The iron in your blood, the very element that helps carry oxygen through your body, was created deep inside a dying star and flung out into space by a supernova billions of years ago. Over time, that stardust gathered together to form new planets, new solar systems, and eventually everything on Earth, including us. So, in a very real and beautiful way, we are all made of stardust. The next time you look up at the night sky, remember that you're looking at your own cosmic origins. Have you ever wondered about the most mysterious objects in the universe? Let's dive deep into the enigmatic world of black holes. Imagine a star, far more massive than our sun, reaching the end of its life. It doesn't just fade away. Instead, it collapses under its own immense gravity, crushing itself into an infinitesimally small point. This catastrophic event gives birth to a black hole. Now, the defining feature of a black hole is its gravity. It's so incredibly powerful that nothing, absolutely nothing, can escape its grasp once it gets too close. Not a planet, not a star, not even light itself. This is why black holes are completely black. They don't reflect or emit any light, making them invisible against the dark backdrop of space. We can only detect them by observing their effects on nearby matter and light. There's a common misconception that black holes are cosmic vacuum cleaners, actively sucking everything in. That's not quite right. Think of it more like a waterfall. If you're in a boat far upstream, you're safe. But if you drift too close to the edge, the current will pull you over. In the same way, objects fall into a black hole only if their orbit brings them too close to its point of no return. Crossing the event horizon is a one-way trip. Once you pass that line, there's no turning back, no escape. The laws of physics as we know them say you can never come back out. Black holes come in a surprising range of sizes. Some, known as stellar mass black holes, can be just a few times the mass of our sun, but squeezed into a space only a few miles across. Then there are the giants, the supermassive black holes. These behemoths can be millions, or even billions, of times more massive than our sun. Where do these giants live? You'll find them lurking at the hearts of most large galaxies, including our very own Milky Way. The supermassive black hole at the center of our galaxy is called Sagittarius A star, often written as SGRA*. Now, before you start to worry, Sagittarius A* is about 26,000 light-years away. It's relatively calm and quiet, and poses absolutely no danger to us here on Earth. Our solar system is in a stable orbit, far from its gravitational influence. One of the most mind-bending things about black holes is what happens when two of them meet. They can orbit each other, spiraling closer and closer, until they finally merge into one larger black hole. This cosmic collision is so violent that it sends powerful ripples through the very fabric of space-time. These ripples are called gravitational waves. For decades, they were just a prediction of Einstein's theory of general relativity. But in 2015, scientists detected them for the first time, opening up a whole new way to observe the universe. Did you know black holes can spin? Just as a star spins, the black hole it forms can inherit that rotation. And when they spin, especially at near the speed of light, things get even weirder. A spinning black hole drags space-time around with it, a phenomenon called frame dragging. This can twist the paths of anything that gets close, making its gravity even more complex and strange. Black holes are also cosmic lenses. Their intense gravity can bend the path of light that passes nearby, much like a glass lens focuses light. This effect, called gravitational lensing, allows astronomers to see objects that are hidden behind the black hole, creating distorted or multiple images of distant stars and galaxies. It's a natural telescope, provided by the universe itself. But perhaps the strangest effect a black hole has is on time. According to Einstein, gravity can warp time. Near a massive object like a black hole, time actually slows down. This is called time dilation. If you could hover just outside the event horizon of a black hole and then return to Earth, you would find that much more time had passed for everyone else. This leads to a bizarre paradox. Imagine watching a friend fall toward a black hole. From your safe vantage point, as they approach the event horizon, you would see their motion slow down. They would appear to get dimmer, redder, and eventually seem to freeze in place, stuck at the edge for eternity. But from their perspective, nothing would seem out of the ordinary. They would cross the event horizon in a finite amount of time and continue their journey inward. It's a true clash of perspectives, all thanks to the extreme physics at play. Black holes are not just cosmic destroyers. They are fundamental to our understanding of gravity, space, and time. They challenge our imagination and push the boundaries of science. They remind us that no matter how much we learn, the universe will always hold profound and beautiful mysteries waiting to be discovered. Thanks for joining me on this journey into the dark. If you enjoyed this cosmic exploration, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell for more adventures into the unknown. Ever wondered what secrets our cosmic neighbors are hiding? Let's take a tour of the solar system, where each of the 8 official planets is a world of its own. full of wonders and mysteries. First stop, Mars. The red planet isn't just dusty. It's home to Olympus Mons, the largest volcano in the entire solar system. It's so huge, it would dwarf any mountain on Earth, stretching 3 times higher than Mount Everest. Imagine trying to climb that. Now, let's jet over to the gas giant, Jupiter. You've probably seen its famous Great Red Spot. But did you know that spot is actually a colossal storm? It's a hurricane so massive that it could swallow our entire planet, Earth, with room to spare. And it's been raging for centuries. Next, we cruise to the jewel of the solar system, Saturn. Those breathtaking rings aren't solid. They're made of countless pieces of ice and rock, ranging from tiny dust grains to chunks as big as a house. What's even more mind-blowing is that some of these rings are incredibly thin, almost as thin as paper in places. Imagine a cosmic sheet of icy glitter stretching for thousands of miles. Let's change gears and visit Venus. It's often called Earth's twin, but it has a very strange habit. Venus spins backward and incredibly slowly. In fact, a single day on Venus lasts longer than its entire year. You could celebrate your birthday before a single sunrise. It's a place where time truly works in mysterious ways. Not far away is Mercury, the planet closest to the Sun. It's a world of extremes. With almost no atmosphere to trap heat, its surface can be scorching hot during the day and freezing cold at night. It's like stepping from an oven straight into a freezer. Ready for some extreme weather? Let's fly out to Neptune. This icy blue giant holds the record for the fastest winds in the solar system. These winds can reach speeds of over 1,200 miles per hour. That is faster than a fighter jet. It's a place where storms are on a completely different level. And what about Uranus? This planet is the oddball of the group. While most planets spin like a top, Uranus is tilted so far over that it rotates on its side, like a rolling ball orbiting the Sun. Scientists think a massive collision in its distant past might have knocked it over. Even Pluto, now a dwarf planet, has some incredible features. It's not just a cold, dead rock. Pluto has towering mountains made of solid water ice, as hard as rock in the deep freeze of space. It's a tiny world with big surprises. Now, let's talk about moons. They aren't just for Earth. Many planets have their own lunar companions. Some have dozens. Jupiter, for example, is a mini solar system on its own, with over 90 known moons. Saturn isn't far behind, with more than 80. And these moons are not just barren rocks. Some, like Jupiter's moon Europa or Saturn's Enceladus, are thought to have vast oceans hidden beneath their icy shells. These subsurface oceans could be warmed by tidal forces, creating environments where life might just be possible. Could alien fish be swimming in those dark waters? That brings us back home, to Earth. Our beautiful blue marble is special. It's the only world we know of with liquid water flowing freely on its surface, creating oceans, rivers, and lakes. And so far, it's the only planet we know for sure that hosts life. From the smallest microbe to the largest whale, life is everywhere. But are we truly alone? With billions of galaxies, each containing billions of stars, many with their own planets, the odds seem to be in favor of life existing elsewhere. The universe is simply too vast, too full of possibilities, for Earth to be the only spark of life in the cosmic dark. Scientists are constantly searching, listening for signals from the stars, hoping to one day find an answer. The search for extraterrestrial life is one of the greatest adventures of our time, and the discoveries are just beginning. Thanks for joining me on this incredible journey through our solar system. Have you ever looked up at the night sky and wondered what's out there beyond the stars we can see? The answer is mind-blowing. We live in a galaxy, a gigantic city of stars, planets, and gas called the Milky Way. And when I say gigantic, I mean it. Our home galaxy contains over 100 billion stars. Think about that for a second. For every person on Earth, there are more than 10 stars just in our galaxy. and planets. Astronomers estimate there could be trillions of them. Now imagine our galaxy as a huge spinning pinwheel. That's what a spiral galaxy looks like, with long curving arms. Our solar system, our little cosmic neighborhood, is tucked away in one of these arms, just cruising along. It's like living in a quiet suburb of a bustling stellar metropolis. And what's at the very heart of this city? A supermassive black hole, a gravitational monster called Sagittarius S star, holding everything together. The Milky Way isn't just sitting still either. It's constantly rotating, spinning like a cosmic carousel. But this ride is incredibly slow. It takes about 230 million years for our solar system to complete just one trip around the galactic center. The last time we were in this spot, dinosaurs were just beginning to roam the Earth. That single trip is called a galactic year. So, in galactic years, our planet is only about 20 years old. But here's where it gets even crazier. Our Milky Way is just one galaxy. How many are out there? Astronomers estimate there are at least 2 trillion galaxies in the observable universe. 2 trillion. Each one a unique island of stars, with its own history and its own mysteries. Some are tiny dwarf galaxies, like little star clusters, while others are absolute behemoths, stretching for millions of light years. They're not all spiral-shaped like ours either. Some are smooth and oval-shaped, called elliptical galaxies. Others look like cosmic donuts, known as ring galaxies. Some shine with the light of 1 billion suns, while others are so faint and diffuse, they're almost like ghosts in the dark. And these galaxies aren't just floating in isolation. They interact, they dance. Sometimes they even collide and merge. You might picture a catastrophic explosion, but it's actually a slow, almost graceful process that takes place over hundreds of millions of years. Because the space between stars is so vast, they rarely ever hit each other. Instead, the 2 galaxies pass through each other, their gravity pulling them into a beautiful, chaotic dance until they eventually settle down into one, even larger galaxy. This is the ultimate fate of our own Milky Way. In about 4.5 billion years, we are scheduled for a cosmic rendezvous with our nearest large neighbor, the Andromeda Galaxy. Our 2 galaxies will merge, creating a new giant elliptical galaxy. But don't worry, it's not something to lose sleep over. By the time it happens, humanity and our solar system will have long since changed. Inside many of these galaxies, you'll find breathtaking clouds of gas and dust called nebulae. These are the stellar nurseries of the universe, the places where new stars are born from collapsing clouds of matter, lighting up the cosmos. From the smallest dwarf galaxy to the largest supercluster, galaxies are truly the fundamental building blocks of the universe. They are the grand structures that contain everything we know and everything we have yet to discover. Each point of light in a deep field image isn't just a star, but an entire galaxy, a whole universe of possibilities. Thanks for joining me on this journey through the cosmos. Have you ever looked up at the night sky and wondered where it all began? Let's take a journey back in time, all the way back to the very beginning. The universe as we know it is about 13.8 billion years old. That's an almost unimaginable number, right? It all started with an event we call the Big Bang. This wasn't an explosion in the traditional sense, but a rapid, almost instantaneous expansion of space itself from an incredibly hot, dense point. And ever since that moment, space has been expanding. It's not just that galaxies are flying apart from each other. The very fabric of space is stretching, getting bigger every single second. So, what caused the Big Bang? What was there before it? These are some of the biggest questions in science, and the honest answer is, we don't know. It's a profound mystery that scientists are still trying to unravel. It's like reading the most epic novel ever, but the first page is missing. We can see everything that happened after, but the ultimate origin story remains elusive, fueling our curiosity and driving us to look deeper into the cosmos. Now, let's talk about what the universe is actually made of. You might think it's all stars, planets, and galaxies, but the stuff we can see, what scientists call normal matter, makes up only about 5% of the entire universe. So, what's the other 95%? Well, about 27% is something called dark matter. Dark matter is completely invisible. It doesn't emit or reflect any light, which is why we can't see it directly. But we know it's there because of its gravity. It's like the invisible scaffolding of the cosmos, providing the extra gravitational pull needed to hold entire galaxies together. Without dark matter, stars would just fly off into intergalactic space. It's the silent, unseen force that shapes the grand structures we observe. The remaining 68% of the universe is even more mysterious. It's a force known as dark energy. If dark matter is the glue holding things together, dark energy is the opposite. It is a repulsive force that is pushing everything apart and causing the expansion of the universe to accelerate. Think about it, the universe isn't just getting bigger. It's getting bigger, faster. This discovery was a complete shock to scientists and earned a Nobel Prize. We have no idea what dark energy is, but it dominates the cosmic landscape, dictating the ultimate fate of our universe. So most of reality is composed of two things we can't see and don't understand. It's incredibly humbling. And the mysteries don't stop there. Have you ever considered that our universe might not be the only one? Some scientific theories, like string theory and eternal inflation, suggest the existence of a multiverse. This is the idea that our universe is just one bubble in a vast, cosmic ocean of countless, perhaps infinite, other universes. Each one could have different laws of physics, different histories, maybe even different dimensions. While we have no way to prove this yet, it's a mind-bending concept that expands our definition of reality itself. One of the most revolutionary ideas from Einstein is that time and space are not separate things. They are woven together into a single, four-dimensional fabric called space-time. And what affects this fabric? Gravity. Massive objects like stars and black holes don't just pull on things. They actually warp or curve the space-time around them. Imagine placing a bowling ball on a trampoline. That's what a massive object does to space-time. And this curvature dictates how other objects move. Even light has to follow these curves. This is why light from a distant star can appear to bend as it passes by a massive galaxy on its way to us, a phenomenon called gravitational lensing. You might think of space as a silent, empty void, and in a way, you'd be right. Since there's no air or medium for sound waves to travel through, space is eerily quiet. You couldn't hear an explosion, even if you were right next to it. But silent doesn't mean still. The universe is a whirlwind of motion and energy, from spinning planets and orbiting stars to colliding galaxies and powerful cosmic rays zipping through the void. It's a dynamic, ever-changing place. After hearing about all this vastness, billions of years, invisible matter, infinite possibilities, it's easy to feel small. But here's the most amazing fact of all. You are a part of it. The iron in your blood, the calcium in your bones, these elements were forged in the hearts of stars that lived and died long before our sun was born. You are literally made of stardust. You are connected to the very beginning of the universe by an unbroken chain of stardust and time. You aren't just in the universe. The universe is in you. Thanks so much for joining me on this cosmic journey. The journey through the cosmos is drawing to a close for tonight. The vibrant nebulae, the distant, shimmering galaxies, and the silent, watchful planets all begin to fade into a soft, velvety darkness. Imagine yourself nestled in your own private corner of the universe, a cozy spaceship drifting gently among the stars. Feel the gentle hum of the cosmos, a celestial lullaby that resonates deep within your soul. It's a sound of infinite peace, of timeless tranquility. Let go of the day's worries. Picture them as tiny asteroids, floating away from you, disappearing into the vast, dark expanse. They become smaller and smaller until they are just specks of dust, lost in the grand tapestry of space. Your mind, once a bustling hub of thoughts and plans, now becomes as quiet and still as the lunar surface. Each thought that arises is like a passing comet, a beautiful, fleeting streak of light that you can observe without attachment, watching as it gracefully exits your awareness. As you continue to float in this peaceful void, notice your breathing. It slows down, becoming as rhythmic and steady as the orbits of the planets. With every inhale, you draw in the cool, calming energy of deep space. Feel it fill your lungs, travel through your body, and soothe every muscle, every nerve. With every exhale, you release any remaining tension, breathing out a gentle cloud of stardust that twinkles and dissipates into the night. Your body feels heavy, yet weightless, anchored by a profound sense of relaxation. The gentle pull of sleep is like the gravity of a friendly giant planet, drawing you softly into its embrace. There is no resistance, only a willing surrender to the rest your body and mind deserve. Let the quiet darkness envelop you like a warm blanket. The stars outside your window are now your celestial guardians, watching over you as you drift off. The universe is holding you, cradling you in its immense and loving arms. As your thoughts soften and your breathing deepens, let the profound calm of the cosmos guide you into a deep and restorative sleep. Dream of starlight and cosmic wonders. Good night.